my friends, and welcome to another episode of the AI Show. Hopefully everyone can hear me better or hear me good at all. Sometimes I want to make sure I'm not too loud. I got a comment that I'm too loud at the beginning, so I'm trying to turn the volume down. I think I'm a little late today, too. So comment of the day goes to Mr. McCormick. I wonder how tan Seth is going to be. The answer is not enough. Where's everybody coming from today, my friends? Christy Hepworth, hello, my friend. Velcro, not to be confused with Velcro. Trying to keep it together here. Errol Aktepe, hello, my friend. Microsoft developer is also here. How's everybody doing? I'm excited to be here. I've been gone for 2 weeks. You had the amazing Cassie Breviou instruct us, and I didn't get to watch him yet, but I'm going to. I heard she was awesome. In fact, let me go back to my Twitter feed here. Someone said here, I gotta turn off Teams because then you're gonna hear binging all the time. We don't want that. Let's see. I gotta scroll down because it's been a while. Somebody said to me, I'm getting there. Scrolling. Gosh, how many people talked to me over the last 2 weeks? Oh, let me go to mentions only. Mentions. There you go. Scrolling now. Here we go. Someone just said, oh, here we go. Are you ready? Seth Juarez is great, but Cassie View, that's her Twitter handle. Cassie View was awesome in the AI show. Yeah, that's because she's fantastic. Dux is here. Oh my goodness. If you don't know who Dux is, you don't know who people are in general. What a wonderful human being. I don't know when the last time we hung out, but one time we hung out randomly in London at a dinner. Good dude. Ivana, bienvenida otra vez. Thank you for welcoming me back, Chinmay Trivedi. Did I say it right? And of course, holding up the fort over at Twitch is JennySkew7, Seth of AI. I guess we should talk about what we're doing today, yeah? You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's do that. I got my handy-dandy expense here that I did. Touches on. So number one, there we go. Let me delete this here with my eraser. Number one, Form Recognizer plus ID Docs with Lu Zhang. Now, the thing about Lu is she lives in China. And so I wasn't going to be like, hey, why don't you give your Friday night up in the middle of the night to talk with me? And so I talked to her yesterday, and I recorded it. DF Meta, bienvenida. Bienvenidos. Got that wrong. That's because your name ended with an A. By the way, this is the person that was saying Cassie's fantastic. She is 100% amazing person. In the before times. Jay, is there going to be ever a before times? So I had to stay up all night with my daughter the other day because she had to do some tests. And we watched Stranger Things. And I was like, honey, that's what the before times look like. And she's like, really? And I was like, yes. Good. All right, so we'll do some form ID docs with Lu Zhang. Number 2, and I haven't looked at this at all. Although I'll tell you, I made some changes yesterday because I had to make a demo, and I was like, I should use the Roshambo stuff. We'll go back to Roshambo. Roshambo here. Roshambo. And just a little, we'll do number 1, we'll do reminders of what we've been doing. Because I don't remember. I don't remember what we were doing. It's been a long 2 weeks. So the first week I went to a lake and just chilled and read a book. It was fantastic. But what kind of vacation can you have if you got kids? I got 4. It's basically more work. So reminders of the project. I'll do a review of. I made some changes to the AI code. Review AI stuff. Basically, I'll tell you what I did. I basically upgraded PyTorch versions and PyTorch Lightning versions and saw if anything broke. It didn't. Well, I'm getting warnings now, but that's okay. And then letter C, back to React plus AI, because as you know, we are full stack AI developers. That was for effect. The underside. I just came up with like 7 jokes for that, none of which I can share. Jay, thanks for that. Yes, reminder of Roshambo AI. Thank you. So that's what we're doing today. This form recognizer stuff is actually quite good. And so if you have any questions about it, I know Lou is not going to be here. I may be able to answer some questions about this. So, yeah. So that's what we're doing today. It's going to be a jam-packed. And by the way, if you're on Learn TV, just ping me. It makes noises if you ping me on Learn TV. I'm going to plug in my Wacom tablet because, again, I use it once. That's not true. I used it a couple of times to do some presentations to draw stuff out. I'm not kidding you. Like I had it because for Ignite, I think that was the last big conference for Microsoft. For Ignite, they were like, hey, we need you to come up with some slides real quick. And I'm just like, whoa, I just drew them. And the drawings were so awful that they were like, this is actually good. But marketing's like, no, we need to. Oh, Cassie's here. Form recognizer rule. It's true. They are now going to be in charge of everything. Oh, rules, asterisks. Thank you. And takes, yes. I read like stupid like sci-fi books where like everyone dies of a plague and it was really aliens that did it. It was so good. I'm not giving anything away because I'm not telling you what book it is. So all I know is that I was like, I'm just going to sit there and read books. It was great. All right, well, I think we should get to it. And by the way, if you have any questions about anything, I know, right? Typing. Sometimes I'm not good at it either. That's the only mistake I've ever seen Cassie make, typing-wise. All right. Yes, so let's do this. What we're going to do then is we're going to go ahead, if you don't mind, let me switch over here to my face. Put the little corner blip. What we're going to do then is we're going to go ahead and take a look at what Lou had to tell me. It was great, actually. It was all in one take. So it's like it's real, but it's not because I'm here. But take a listen, and then if you have any questions, I want to make sure to answer them. So let's go now to Lou and ID Documents Form Recognizer. Take it away, Seth. Take it away. Going to want to miss this episode of the AI Show where we talk all about automating data extraction from ID type documents using Azure Form Recognizer. Make sure you tune in. Hello and welcome to this episode of the AI Show where we're talking all about automating data extraction from ID type documents using Azure Form Recognizer. We've got a special guest. How you doing, my friend? Tell us who you are and what you do.
Hi, Seth. Hello, everyone. My name is Lu Zhang. I'm a product manager working on Azure Form Recognizer.
Fantastic. So let's start with Form Recognizer in general. What is that and how can it be helpful to us?
Form Recognizer is an AI-powered document extraction service, which can help you extract the key value pairs, the tables, and the structure from your document using deep learning models.
That's fantastic. And are people using it? Are people excited about it?
Yes, exactly. It's a key part for your RPA, the robotic process automation. So a lot of document needs to be processed, and the Form Recognizer is a perfect fit for that.
So let's start with the specific. You're talking about ID documents today. Can you tell us a little about what Form Recognizer does for those documents?
Sure, yeah. Generally, Form Recognizer has three big buckets for the offerings. You can use layout to extract the tables. You can use the Prebuilt for invoices, for receipts, for ID document to extract the key value pairs and line items from these common documents. And you can also use just 5 samples to build your custom model to extract the key information. So what I'm going to focus on today is basically the IDs Prebuilt.
So now, what is an ID document? Because that I think we need to clarify what that is so people know what this is doing.
Sure. Yeah, basically, ID documents can cover a wide range of different types. It can be a passport, it can be driver's license, it can be other ID cards. But these ID documents are the key information in the know your customers scenario. But these different types, if you want to extract by yourself, that will be very challenging. And of course, because the information are very sensitive on the ID document, so you need to meet the compliance and security requirements, which make it also challenging for different companies to do it on their own.
So if I'm understanding this right, this is for recognizing data on an ID. So if someone wants to identify themselves with an ID, it's basically a picture of an ID type document that then you recognize. Am I getting this right?
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. Can you show us how it works?
Sure. Let me show a quick demo. So this is our FOTT, the UX portal, which you can easily try out our IDs pre-built. You can just go to the portal and then upload a image, for example, the passport from the United States. And what you just need to do is once you have the form recognizer resource, just copy the endpoint information and the key information here and select ID. Just click the button and you should be able to extract all this information like the country region, like the date of birth and the first name, last name, and like gender information from the IDs document.
This is really cool. Now, this program that you're using, FOTT, what is this program?
This is the UX demo tool. Basically, you can try out our service very easily without writing a single line of code, and you can get to see the result by downloading the JSON output and the CSV from the portal as well. So I'm going to show how the JSON looks like in later section.
Okay, so this program that you're looking at, so this is the software that anybody can download and use, and is it like an open source thing?
It's open source. We have a GitHub repo that you can download all the source code.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So basically, this application that you're using is showing off how to use ID document recognition, but then you can download this and modify it for whatever that you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic. All right. So here's the next question. Let's just say I want to write my own backend or I want to use my own code to actually do the type of recognition that you're showing. Is that possible as well?
Yeah, that's also possible. And what I'm going to show next is the Jupyter Notebook, how you can leverage our Python SDK and the REST API to recognize from the ID document.
All right, let's take a look.
Sure. Yeah. So basically what you need to do, this is a Python notebook, and you need to pip install the package, the Azure AI Form Recognizer. Here I have already installed. And what you need to do next is to set up the endpoint and key information, which you will be calling our Form Recognizer service. And next, what you can do is to start analyze client, Form Recognizer client. And here I have my sample driver's license image, which you can see here.
Mhm.
And this client will begin recognize the ID document by feeding the content of the image. And here we see it's succeeded just within a few seconds. And what you can also do is we support you just feed into with the URL of the image directly to start an analyze. It should also be very quick to complete the analysis. And after that, we are going to show what fields can be extracted using this functionality. And as you can see, the result is returned, and we can just output the result. Basically, we output for each of the field, like the address, the country region, date of birth, with the actual value we parsed, and together with the confidence score.
That's really cool. And basically, you can use this for any kind of application inside of your organization. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. So for these client SDKs, we not only support Python, we also support Java, C Sharp, JavaScript, so that you can embed into your application.
That is amazing. What else are you showing us here?
Yeah, the other example I'm going to show is we also offer the REST API, which you can simply put a post request and send to this URL based on your form recognizer resource. And you can also send your file content there using the post request. And after that, you can use the get request to get the JSON output. So here I got successfully analyzed the result, and we can look into the JSON output a little bit. And another thing is we have the sample code, which you can output to a CSV file as well.
That's cool. I like this.
Yeah. So this is another I pre-run this output, and you see from the JSON output, we can look into it a little bit. So we have the read result. This is basically the OCR result with all the text fields together with the bounding box recognized from the image. And we also have the document results. This is the key value pair we are just showing for each of the key, like the address, the actual value we pass, and the bounding box from the image, and the confidence score.
This is cool. So if I'm understanding it right, basically this API allows you to do everything that the other demo that you showed does, but you're basically calling the endpoints. And I thought I saw two different kinds of requests. The first request was it sends it and it brings it back. And there was another one that starts the request and then you pull to get an answer back if it's a larger kind of set. Can you submit a bunch of these at the same time?
Yes, yes. You can submit a bunch of the documents, and each document can have multiple pages. So you can just send it to our API to get the result.
Got it. So if someone's watching this and they're thinking, okay, I'm not a coder and I don't want to use this application, but the other application, because I'm not going to download it from GitHub and set it up. But it feels like feels like you can automate this a lot more because basically you might have a lot of pictures somewhere and you just want to run it against each picture. Is there a way to do this in a low code, no code kind of way?
Yes, we have that offering embedded into the AI Builder. Basically, you can build your own workflow like using the Power Automate or Power Apps. And we have all the building blocks, which you can find from the AI Builders page. And you can easily start from here.
So as this is getting loaded, can you explain what the AI builder actually is?
AI Builder is actually a low-code, no-code, a way for these citizen developers that they can build their own automated flow or applications.
I see. Okay, so let's see what we've got here.
Yeah, so you see we have all these pre-built business card reader, ID reader, like you can also process the invoice, you can do the key phrase extraction. So these are all the embedded AI capabilities that you can use in your automated flow or application.
That's cool. And how would you use the ID flow that you've been showing us?
Yeah, basically you can start a new flow from here. And I have already built one flow, which we can see a little bit. So basically it's a simple flow. You manually trigger by upload the file content. And then we are going to call, this is the AI Builder module. You can call this ID Reader module to extract the information. And the last step is just to extract the key, the first name and the last name, insert a new row into my Excel spreadsheet.
That's awesome. Are we going to run it?
Yes, we can do a quick test on that. So let's start testing. Let's manually upload a document. And let's upload this one. And just run the flow. Okay, it's done. So we can see there should be a new row inserted into my Excel spreadsheet. Okay. Okay, you see, that's
There it
a
is.
new row. Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, this is all pretty cool stuff. Where can people go to find out more or get started with these cool tools?
Yeah, you can go to our documentation site for Azure Form Recognizer. This is the homepage and explore the different capabilities here. And if you want to learn more about IDs, this is the concept page, you will be able to try it out. You will be able to learn what are the fields extracted and all the additional requirements.
Fantastic. Well, Lou, it's always a pleasure being with you. Anything else you want to say before we go?
Just try out our form recognizer service and let us know if you have any feedback.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Lou. And thank you so much for watching. We're learning all about automating data extraction from ID type documents with Azure Form Recognizer. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Take care. Alrighty, what'd y'all think of that? Let me go to my face here. Let's get some questions here. Can we use C# through bindings? Yeah, I think there's a C# API that calls the form recognizer. By the way, it's probably one of the, I love all AI stuff, but this is probably one of the coolest, because if you're ever taking handwritten forms and entering them, this is really good technology to use. Yes, indeed, automate everything. The cool thing about the form recognizer thing is that hopefully you notice that it's like, if you have a bunch of just stuff, it's easy to just do a power automate kind of thing through them and just look at a folder, and if something's in there, literally just suck in the data, which is really cool. Yeah, and the spreadsheet thing was really awesome as well. All right, well, let's go back to let me turn the music on here so it doesn't feel so empty in here. Let's go back to what we were doing before. I thought we'd go with the Roshambo stuff here. By the way, I made some changes just yesterday because I was trying to get this to work in the cloud. Because I have 2 talks next week. One is for a customer, and then the other is for Codepalooza. If you don't know what that is, it's okay. It's a conference in Kentucky that I get to participate in. And so I was like, oh, I got to do a demo of Azure machine learning. And I was like, oh, why don't I just use this stuff? So I was going to do this stuff much later. And we'll probably talk about this once we get the website working, once we get into an ML ops scenario. I was going to show how to do this stuff, but yeah, I started adding some things. And so if you see this stuff, this is just basically, for example, this is a way of defining environments in Azure Machine Learning. This is the way of defining jobs in Azure Machine Learning. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through this from scratch next time. The other thing that I did is you can see this little file AML ignore basically just means upload this whole folder, but not these things. So that's what that is. And then the other thing I did, what did I do? What was the changes that I did here? What did I change in the model? Oh, I took out a line. And then I did this. Oh, because there was yes, I had an issue, but I don't need to do this anymore. So discard changes on this. So let me explain what this whole project is. I wanted to build a website where you could go and play rock, paper, scissors against the computer, but the only difference was you don't have to like push a button. You basically are like 1, 2, 3, rock. Oh, 1, 2, 3, scissors. 1, 2, 3, rock, and it would just see you, and then play against you. And so that's what we're building. In fact, I can show you a demo of one that I've set up. Let's see if I got it here. CD Vision. Boop, boop. Very nice. Ooh, it's in there, so let's go client, CD client. LS. Doop. This is using yarn less package.json. So we're going to say yarn serve, I guess is what it is. Yarn serve. Serve. And let's take a look at what this does. Just so you can get a sense for what I'm trying to build, but better. And I decided I was going to do it in React because, I don't know, it seemed like all the cool kids are doing React. And so I thought I would do it in React. So we were learning React. So let me show you what it does. Here you go. Here is, so dang it, I'm already using my camera. So let me use my camera B. You're going to get a different angle of Seth here. Here we go. Other Seth. Look at yourself. But notice it's saying there it doesn't see anything, but when I go like this, it says rock. When I go like this, it says paper, and then scissors. Oh, I screwed it up. So yeah, we're building something like this. This is written in Vue, and it's kind of I didn't like it because I wanted to learn React. And so we're building something like this, but what the difference is that we're going to also build some intelligence and AI to actually play against people. Right now, it doesn't do very much. And right now, this also uses TensorFlow.js. I wanted to try using PyTorch because I like PyTorch right now. It's not saying that TensorFlow is not good. Well, it's weird having two sets. You know, maybe I can try to get them to two sets. Is there two sets? Two sets? Seth. Other Seth. Let's talk to each other. But yeah, so that's what we're building. This was written in Vue. And by the way, if you're like, I want to see how this was written, you go to github.com/Seth Juarez/vision. This is this thing that you're looking at is this. Oh, potential security vulnerability stuff. No bueno. And so this client that you're looking at is basically this thing right here. And what we've been doing is we've been trying to, this was me like doing Vue for the first time ever. And so that's why it's kind of crappy. So that's what this is. But that's what we're building. We're building a rock, paper, scissors. And so I thought we would do it artisanally. And so you see here that this is where we build our AI model. We decided to use PyTorch and PyTorch Lightning. You can see I'm using a ResNet 18 base. And by the way, please, like as I'm going through this, just stop me at any time to ask any question you want, right? Because I'd rather y'all understand than we're going to get this done. But But you can see here, this is I'm using transfer learning with a base ResNet 18 model. I might switch that out with 2 fully connected and a softmax output for style. Because who doesn't want to use a softmax on their last fully connected layer? I don't know. All right. Let me see. People are talking to me. Good. Looks like everything's good. But yeah, that's what this is for. You can see that I'm using these compute things. I have a training step, a validation step. It's very nice. You can see the data I'm getting from here. I'm using a data module. Here's my transformations. I'm using an image folder. The image folder you can see is right here. Here's a picture of me doing nothing. Here's a picture of me doing paper. Here's a picture of me doing rock. Here's a picture of me doing skizzers. Because, I mean, the word scissors feels like it should have a C in it. Right? So, yeah. Yeah, the word scissors, like, should have a C in it. And I'm going to pronounce it skizzers because that makes sense to me. All right, so there you go. You can see I do that, and then in the trainer, you can see I basically run the Roshambo model and the data module together, and you can see before I do anything, I'm auto logging with ML Flow, because when you have ML Flow, everything feels like it flows better. That was a bad joke. I'm gonna have to see if I can't come up with another one. I was sacked from the ice cream factory today. It was because I'll only work on 2 Sundays a month. This is quality material. Like, if y'all are like, Seth, we need to break it up. Just be like, let's go to the book, the good book. So my wife gave this to me for I think it was my birthday. And on the front, I don't know if here on the front, this joke right here. I don't know if she was trying to tell me something. I told my wife she should embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. I don't know what she was trying to tell me. Yes. I don't know what she was trying to tell me. But here we are. Let me run the... Is it weird that now I want ice cream? It isn't. Python trainer minus config config.yaml. Oh, jeez. You know why it's not working? And this is another cool trick, FYI. You can see here that in my command line, it says base. Base. This tells me what the current active Conda environment is. And the environment that I need to be in, Conda activate torch. This is the right one. So now if I run it again, there you go. All right, now machine learning is going to happen. Ooh. Yeah. Any second now, machine learning. There we go. And so what I did is I basically upgraded the PyTorch Lightning from 1.3 release candidate 1 to 1.4. And I upgraded from PyTorch 1.4, I think it was, to like PyTorch 1.9. And so now you can see that I'm getting some like fun little deprecated stuff. Like I don't think I even ran running sanity check. I don't think I did that. So I'm gonna have to go through and I don't know. I guess we could go through and figure that out together, or we could, wait until we're done with the site. It's up to you all. It's work we got to do either way, but I don't know about me. I just don't like warnings. You know? Maybe I'm just that kind of guy. But anyways, here's the pictures. Here's when you look at the actual output, this is the output. This is the model that we just built. Oh, no, that's 14th of May. That's been a while. This is the model we literally just built. You can see it even has... Is that the right time? That can't be the right time. So I just made a small change. So let's go reveal in Explorer. You remember that the JSON file basically just has metadata to help us with at inference time, because basically the output is going to be a vector and there's going to be densities in each one of these spots, and the max index tells us which one to pick. So let's look at the model for those that are wondering what the model looks like. Let's open it in Netron. Uh-oh. It's Netron. There we go. So here it is in Netron. This is what the neural network looks like. It's not even very big. This doesn't look right. Oh, it is. Does this look right to you? Does that look like a ResNet 18? Something feels wrong about this. That doesn't look like a ResNet 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I guess it is. Maybe we should use a ResNet 50. Let's do it. Let's use a ResNet 50. Now I'm down a rabbit hole. Hopefully y'all indulge me. So let's go to the model here, and let's just do ResNet 50. Okay. Look at me doing some AI. Huh? Who would have thought? Everyone's like, wait, you just... What? This is AI work? Yes. Building the model is like the easiest part. Making your data work is the hardest, in my opinion. IMO. HMU, if you want to know more. I'm trying to be like the kids today. I don't know if it's working. I don't know if it's working. All right, so Lotus is going to go a little bit slower because ResNet 50s, am I right? Any questions about what we're doing here? And as this goes, basically, here is the website that we're building. You recall, I think I ended with something almost not working. I don't even remember. We might need to go to YouTube and remind ourselves. So I don't remember. I might have to run this. Like, by the way, React, learning React has been a trip. Huh? I don't know. I also feel like React is almost like daring you. You think this is hard? Look at this. React. Yeah. It's time for another dad joke. Oh, these are so tough. Oh my gosh. Cassie, I know. Like, I don't know if this is true, but it feels like it. React is complicated just to be complicated. I don't know. I mean, like, look, I'll be honest with you. I can see how, like, oh, by the way, it's done. I can see how, like, once you understand what it's doing, you're like, oh man, I feel super smart. But it feels like so esoteric that once you get it, you're like, I mean, should we call it Stockholm Syndrome? I don't know if I want to go that far. Like, once it's captivated you, you're like, oh, I kind of like my captor. Janice Q is telling us, well, React Native and React can talk to each other. What I know. I do like the idea of React Native, you know, doing that. Okay, so let's take a look at our new model here that we just built. We added a ResNet 50 because we can do whatever we want. It's our show. Let's see here. Let's go to the model. Here it is. Why does it say 1252? Something wrong with the time here. Let's go over to the model. Refresh. What did I? 12. This one. Okay. And if it's the same size, then something's really wrong. Oh man, is something really wrong? What the heck? No, this isn't right. Hold on. I'm gonna delete all of this. And let's run it again. Because something doesn't feel right. Not only that, but our accuracy looks great. Let me run it one more time. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why. Let's go back to my trainer here. Yeah, so basically I get the best model path after the fit is done. I get the best model. I load the model from checkpoint. Yeah, this is cool. This is built in, so I didn't write that. Then I get the path of the default trainer output, which is here. Do model. And then I output it there. And I think we do how many epochs do we do? Where's the epoch? Oh, we don't. We do early stopping with a patience of 5. So it just stops automatically. Oh, yeah, Mara's like, everything looks complicated against Python. It's true. It's true. Python's awesome. And by the way, I actually started with professionally with C#. There we go. So it stops at 8. Let's go to the model. And let's see what's going on here because... Okay. That's much bigger. Yeah, that's it. So this is a ResNet 50. The other one's a ResNet 18. And you can see, remember Burke was saying... And so what I'm gonna try to do for next week is I'm going to try to get someone from the Onyx team to help me out and making this model a little bit more palatable for web consumption because this is big, right? It's big. So there's a ResNet 50. I think I changed it to a ResNet 18 because I wasn't getting any better results. Okay. All right. So get your questions in about this stuff. I'm happy to go through any of it. So here's an interesting from Vital. As .NET background, I always feel that Microsoft needs to give first preference to C#. Also brings preference to C#. Also brings more support AI to programming. Using C# nowadays. Demo preference given to Java, etc. I don't know. Yeah. If you love C#, I did. I mean, let me show you something here. I wrote. I haven't maintained it in a long time, so don't go downloading and. I wrote, whoa, what the heck? I wrote a machine learning framework in C# a long time ago. Like I haven't looked at it since. It's because I had to write my own. Background. Yeah, ML.NET is another one. Is cool for AI folks who use .NET. It's pretty cool. There's some things I don't like about it, and it might be just overly pedantic on my part. Yeah, there's some things I don't like about it. I don't like how it couples certain things together. Wow, we drop a dish in my house. It's overly pedantic about. I'm overly pedantic about certain kinds of things, and it kind of nudges me the wrong way for some things. But I wrote this. Like, let's see. Getting started. Did I even? Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I wrote this a long time ago. I don't even remember what I did here. Let's see. API reference. Is there a preferred optimized ResNet for web? Yeah, there is. Crud, what's it called? Oh man, I forget what it's called. Let's cheat. Oh, it's MobileNet. Sorry, MobileNet. That's the one. Let's try that one. Doop. We'll probably get exactly the same while we're doing that. But yeah, I wrote a whole thing in .NET. I think it's github.com. It was called NewML. Yeah, there it is. I did a whole thing. This was like 10 years ago. I wrote this, before machine learning was cool, and I wrote my own math packages and stuff. Yeah, this is eigenvalue decomposition. Oh yeah, I remember writing this stuff. Eigenvalue decomposition is tough because it depends on the matrix type. And so, this is how much. And again, there was a little bit of a tangent because Vital was saying you should focus on C#, and I'm like, I did, but the tooling is much right now feels to be much better in the Python area. Should Microsoft invest in making C# first-class citizen? Maybe. If you want to do the research, a lot of it's in Python or R. But yeah, I remember this, and this only works for matrices that are symmetric, positive, definite. And I use this for the reason why I did this was for PCA, which requires the eigenvalue decomposition of a positive definite matrix, because it's if I remember right, it's the correlation matrix, which is always positive definite. But yeah, I had to write this, and I'm just like, I feel like this would be faster. Maybe I'll go back to it. Oh yeah, Jacobi rotations. And I try to write it so it would be parallel. So yeah, I've done. Look at this, another one. Wow, man, this is craziness. And like I said, this one I haven't touched. The last time I changed this was in 2017. Oh, look at this. Oh yeah, Basha, she helped as well. But I did a whole bunch of cool stuff. I should go back and look at this. I made my own matrix implementation. But see, the problem is I filled it with doubles, which is it's like if you're a single, you don't need a double trailer. But this is what this does. But yeah, this is stuff I did a long time ago. Just to give you a sense for I really thought it's really cool. And again, the C# 7, so there's probably a ton of cool things I could do with this. But it looks like there's pull requests in there. Oh man, I should probably pay attention to these people. There's some issues. Oh man, I need to go back and do this. Oh geez, yeah. See, I need to go back and fix this stuff. But yeah, so I want, the reason why I'm saying this is I don't want people to think I'm saying C# is not cool. I totally is. Like I said, I spent the majority of my career. Oh shoot, what happened? I think this is the wrong thing. Okay. Yeah, I see what I did there. Yeah, but MobileNet's the one, but the problem is that's a definition. I don't know if I can. Yeah, it looks like I can't call it from here. Oh, stink. I'll just keep it on a ResNet 50. But yeah, it's MobileNet. The problem there is that's a class, and I probably need to instantiate. I just don't want to do that right now. There you go. So hopefully that answers everyone's questions. Now back to it. We are almost at the top of the hour. But yeah, that's what I did. I did an upgrade of the PyTorch lighting to 1.4.2. The PyTorch version is now 1.9, so that's what I did. So any questions about that would be awesome. Oh yeah, no problem. General question, yeah, we absolutely are 100% at Microsoft invested in C# and the .NET community. In fact, like some of the stuff, like I haven't done .NET in like 2 years, and I don't even like. I look at it, I'm like, wow, like it's like a boat, you know, that's all the way out there. I'm like, I don't even know what the. So yes, it would definitely help with the size issue, Cassie, if we were to use MobileNet. The other thing is I can also do quantization of the numbers in the actual model. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if I go to the outputs here, let me go to Reveal in File Explorer. So the reason why these things are so big is because there's both structure and numbers in them. So look, for example, this convolution has all of these numbers in it, right? But do we really need all these numbers? Can we chop it? And this could save half the space in theory. And I think there's methods like in models that like quantization that would help with that. But I don't know how to do that. That's why I want to ask the Onyx people if they'd come on next week. I'm gonna talk to them this week or next week and then say, hey, y'all want to come on and help me make my model better? So hopefully that helps. All right. So let's get to it. I just wanted to tell everyone what I was doing. And these two things are artifacts to run them in Azure Machine Learning. I'll talk about these later because I don't really don't need to use Azure Machine Learning right now. I feel like we need to start using it once we get into this ML ops pipeline because I'd love to get to a situation where people submit their own images, rock, paper, scissors images, which opens up a whole other can of worms, which we'll need to talk about later. I'm just trying to get the basic thing to work, right? Don't make it complicated until you have to. Am I right? Great questions. So now, let's do it. Let me close all windows here. Doop. Doop. And now there was like a special way to run all of this because there's like an API and a. Okay. Okay. LS. Okay, so we want to go cd ... and we want to go to the web. And I think this is yarn serve. What? Gosh, how long has it been? I don't know. Let's go to the package.json. Oh, yarn dev. Yarn dev. And then I had to run like something else to get the backend to go at the same time. Not this one. We wanted the API. Oh, here we go. Right? And then we had to do like another thing. What was it that we had to do? It was like a CLI thing. Wow, all the stuff I've done. It's been so long. Wow, look at all this stuff. What was it? It was like a command. Let's see. Now I gotta look it up. Gosh, that's what happens when you go away for a week. Azure Static Web App CLI. Here we go. Oh, that's right. Suwa. NPM start. Blah 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 blah. Suwa. Sawa start. What is this? Let's see. Maybe this will work. Oh, geez, it's not Linux. Sawa tab. No. I'm trying to remember what it was. See, AzureML, CMPX. You're wondering if I can see all the things. I can. But it wasn't that far back. These things I did a while. I don't remember what it was. There's like a command that I have to do for Sawa. Sawa. Let's ask. Okay. Okay, here's the documentation. Control click. Okay. npm install. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, there it is. This is it. Sawa start. Doop. Well, this looks terrible. So it would be Sawa start HTTP beep, boop, boop, local host, and that would be. Oh, there's something wrong with this too. Oh yeah, so looks like there's a whole bunch wrong. So Sawa start 3000. So it'd be 3000, localhost 3000. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. 3000. And then hold on. And then the ape, there you go. Minus API 7071. Hold on, wait. Okay. We'll try that. But first, we have to fix this thing because my API isn't working. Okay. What's the dealio here? What is going on? Cannot find big int array. Do you need to change your target library? Try changing lib compiler to ES2020 or later. Oh my goodness. There's so much going on right now. I remember we're using the ORT runtime. So let me stop this. And let me stop this other thing. And let's go ahead and figure out the back end. Okay, so for those that are wondering what the heck is going on, let me draw a little picture here. So basically, our front end here is a Next.js, right? And the back end is we're using an API call. And together, these things two are married into something called the Azure Static Web App. That's what this is. And so anytime this thing needs to make a call to a backend, it does it through a request to the API using, REST. So this we've written in Node.js, which I still question whether we should have done that. Maybe we should have just made it in Python, right? But I don't know. We might think about that later. This was all React and Next.js. The static web apps thing puts these two together so that when I call this thing, it calls basically a single thing that then like knows how to route things to the right place for responses or requests. So it looks like right now, for some reason, let's close this. There's an error there. Let's close this, an error here. Let's F5 because we want to figure out what the heck is going on to our API in the backend. Because I think where we last left off is we wanted to send the picture and then it predict what was going on. Here we go. So it looks like there's an error with this big uint array. And so I don't know how to fix that. So let's go over to our package here. No. I think this is what it means. ES 2020. Oops. Cool. Why does it like this? Okay, cool. So let's try running it again. Yeah, I don't know a lot about this stuff, and so I'm gonna like try to fail my way through it. All right, let's see if it works. TSC. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Looks like it's working. What the heck? Open launch.json. Oh. Okay. So it looks like this works. Okay. So that was we fixed that. Now the other thing we needed to fix is we need to fix a call to the API to make it work. So let's stop this. So that works. Okay, so this all seems to work. And this is where we left off, where we wanted to get okay. So we wanted to post an image to this. All right, so let's just see how this is done. Onyx runtime, Node.js. Here we go. Onyx runtime. Here we go. Excuse me. Okay. Where's the docs? Homepage. Here we go. Docs. How to. Oh, see, here's the quantization I was telling you about. That's cool. Deploy Onyx to mobile. No. Overview. Not mobile. Tutorials. Inferencing. PyTorch with Onyx runtime. Oh, geez. No. Why am I not finding the right thing? Onyx.js. Maybe this will tell us. Yes, this is wonderful. No, script tab. Okay. Here we go. I wonder if this will work. Oh, this is for wow, this is not helpful at all. This is not helpful at all. I gotta figure this out. Okay, star as ORT, Onyx runtime node. I wonder, Go to definition. Definitely not in here. Import stars, ORT. Okay. Cool. So there's really only two things that I want from here. That would be the tensor and then the inference session. Tensor, inference session. Cool. So far so good. So right now what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the image from the request into here to do some inference. And I've never done it before in Node. So that's why you're sitting here watching me like trying to figure it out. Because the reality is, look, nobody knows what they're doing until they've done it the first time. That's the same for me. So that's why I'm looking at this. Convert models. I already did that. Trainer model. No, I'm not doing that right now. Here we go. Okay, index.js. Here we go. Okay. So we want a new inference session. We want to load the model. Okay. Cool. Okay, cool. So we're going to say const session equals new inference session. And in there, we're going to say back end hint Onyx runtime. Is this okay? Are you not okay with this? What the heck? I think we need Onyx.js too. Or is it Onyx? What in the... Oh my goodness. Maybe something has changed. Onyx runtime, yes. For inferencing. Here is the JS versions. There we go. Oh, it's inference session.create. Okay. The other thing we need to do is we need to somehow, we'll put that, we need to somehow have our, we need to have our Onyx model in here. So reveal in File Explorer. And that's the other thing. I'm worried about the size, of the model. That's the thing I'm worried about the most, So outputs, model. We'll just Control C this thing. That's 98 megs. Okay, do I even want to check that in? I don't know. Let's just get it to work and then worry about it later. Rename. Model. Okay. So inference session dot create, and we're just going to use what model dot onyx. Yeah, we good? You're not happy with this? Oh, derf. Dumb. That was me. Okay, and then we say session dot. Okay. Looks like we're making some progress. Yeah, that wasn't the right thing that I was looking at. So this one. No, we don't want that one. Is it this one? No, we figured that already. It's this. And then it's await. Wait. Otherwise, Otherwise, it's a promise, right? So we say session dot. You can say input output names and then run. Okay, so let's see if this works. Let me do a new folder here and just get some tests, and then a new file. Inference.http. And then let's see if I can remember how to do this. Post localhost 7071 HTTP 1.1. And then I think it's API. I think that's it. Let's take a look here. Post image index function. Looks like it's predict API. All right, so let's F5 this. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're trying to find out how to content type application JSON, and then we're just going to say image here. Okay, let's try it out. Let's see. Let's split right here. Let's close this mofo. Let's put this right here, and let's see what happens. So let's send the request. Oh, header name must be HTTP token. ¿Qué pasó? Post API predict HTTP 1.1 content type application. Oh, derf. I gotta have a space there. That's on purpose. Oh no, why isn't it working? So HTTP localhost. Let's copy this and let's paste it. Looks the same. Why isn't it letting me do it? There we go. Twasn't the same. Okay, so let's see what we got in our request variables here. Looks like we have looks like the image is there. Let's see if the session will load. F10. Looks like it did. Oh, it didn't. Okay, cool. So that's good. By the way, if you're wondering what the heck this is a really nice way of, super nice way of being able to test your stuff. So I'm literally just crafting an HTTP request, passing in the stuff here, and then we can see if it works or not. So clearly something is wrong. The file, that's the thing. Like, that's the one thing that I never understood. Like, where does it get files from? So let's ask Bing. Static files to load in Azure functions. Maybe this Anthony Chu will know. The first thing we want to do is create an Azure function app with the function that acts as a static file server. It's typical to server. The core of the function is pretty straightforward. We take in the file path in the query string and we stream back. The function serves files out of a folder named www. Here is a method that extracts the file. Okay, so the way he does that, this is clever. Here's Angular. Here's an example of an Angular app. Jeff King's functional libraries. So basically, I'm trying to figure out how to actually grab this Onyx file, and I think there's like a www folder here, and I need to move this. Right, and then here we want to have the okay. So okay, where is this? So many pages open. Not this. Let's go back. Go back. Where does here we go. Here's a better one. Oh, function app directory. Got it. I wonder if that's in the context. Okay, so let's take a look here. Context dot. Let's just see what's in the context. Let's see what's in the context. Maybe it's in there. So let's send the request again. Oh, it stopped because it broke. Burk. F5. There we go. Oh, so this is what it looks like to be a full stack AI developer. Yeah, sadly. Hello, Roblox Studio. Hello, Corneille. Glad to have you. Okay, so let's try this again, and let's see if we can get the actual context path. Let's see. The context is right here. Let's see if it gives me the path to things. Bindings, binding data, sys. Yeah. Done. Let's go to the debug console. Context. Oh, man, I have my mouse like in the wrong place. Context dot. Request, trace context, log, execution context, maybe. Oh, there it is. Context dot function directory. It's going to be an error. Oh, that did work. Did that work? Nope. So context dot execution context dot function directory. Boom. Okay. And how did they put it over here? Let's see here. It's function app directory. Let's see if there's something like that. Because I feel like I'm going way too far into the code. There's no function app directory or anything. No. Yeah, this is all they give me. No me gusta. Let's try it. So that would be context dot execution context dot function directory plus model dot onyx. model. And let's just context.log this out. Const model equals doop model. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but I like it. Console.log model. Okay, I think I can still try calling it because it's still running. I need to restart it. I need to restart. Okay. Cool. Oh, jeez, it stopped. Why are you stopping? All right, let's see if it's working. By the way, how's everybody doing? Anybody do anything fun so far? Summertime? Send request. Oh, come on. It's not ready yet. It's not ready. By the way, for those that are wondering, this is an extension I'm using that is glorious. I used to use Postman for everything, but I just didn't want to open another program, and I wanted to have these around so I could test it, and this has just been fantastic. Okay. So console.log.model. That looks right. F10. Okay. Or F5. Cool. So it works. So we loaded another Shane is like line 5 has no. You're right. But does it matter? The answer is yes and no. Sometimes I just go like this and it fixes everything for me. Okay. Well, that made it look dumber. I don't like that. Okay. So it looks like we got the model loaded up. Fantastic. Looks like we got the session going in. And now all we need to do is we need to find a way to pass an image to it. What is this? What is this? Cool. So session dot input and output names. How do we get those? Let's take a look at our. Here we go. Use model input names as keys. Am I gonna have to hardwire that? I don't know if I like that. Session dot. Let's do this. Let's send it again. Okay, cool. F10, and let's see what's in the session. Session. Oh, it's undefined. What are you talking about? Okay, now it's defined. Okay. Onyx session handler. Cool. Cool. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to say const input tensor name. Input. I will just say input equals session dot input names 0. Const output equals session dot output names. You know, I'm not a huge fan of this approach, but it is what it is. And then what I need to do is const tensor equals new tensor. And then this. Oh, tensor of float 32. No, they'd all be integers going in. But then I'd have to divide them. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're to the point where we're going to be passing. We need to figure out how to pass the image in because it's going to come in as a string, a URL decoded string, and we're going to have to find a way to put it into a tensor. So this is the part that always sucks, but it's okay. We got a half hour. We got a half hour. We can do this. We can do this. We'll just find a way to like URL encode the image, and then we'll test it out here. In fact, we should probably do that now. So let's stop this. Stop. By the way, if you're noticing, I'm doing a lot of interesting things with Visual Studio Code that I've never done before. And so if you see me just magically having these things happen, I've never done that like this before. Visual Studio Code is absolutely really powerful. I like Visual Studio General, the Visual Studio OGVS for like C# large projects, but for lightweight this kind of stuff, this has been fantastic. Not gonna lie, not going to lie. Okay, so let's Control C out of this terminal. Thank you. Yes, connection reset. Because I'm doing a lot of cool stuff. Like, for example, testing out like my raw APIs like this. This is bananas. And once I figure out a way to get the image in, and I look at that, I literally just could copy that image in here, and then we can just work on it without having everything else running at the same time. So let's get everything else run at the same time first. Yes, I do have to make that sound. There's probably a way also where I can yarn dev, and then I do this. And then, oh shoot, is there two? What is this? Why are so many things starting? Oh, there you go. And then the last one was we'll start here. Swa. I think it was Swa. Swa. Beep. Minus API equals. Boop. ¿Dónde estamos? ¿Dónde estamos? Here. Oh, shoot. What happened? I thought I had this. Oh, it's Swa start. Swa start. All right. Here we go. Localhost 4280. Localhost 4280. 4280. Boop. Okay. Things are happening. There's my clown face. Control Shift I. This thing. Submit. Okay. This is where, perfect. This is where we have to figure out. Yes. So Jay, by the way, if I turn, what we have here is React SWA using Azure Functions to call the tensor model parameters. Correcto. Correcto. Now I just need to figure out how to get this image to post. So that's what we're doing now. Beep, 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 beep. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I have to F5 this. I don't want to. Who's calling predict? Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. 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 Cool. I think I know what's happening. So let's go over to this thing. We don't need this folder anymore. Delete. Goodbye. And then over here on pages on the index, right? We have when it hits post. Oh, I know why. Because there was a component for the video on frame set. That's right. So, okay. So whenever we click the submit button, we get the handle submit. The handle submit says, get the current one, get the context, draw the image. On frame set, we get the image data, and we set it to the frame set. And the frame set, what? Oh, wrong one. You stay there. Okay. Cool. And on the index, we get this notion of when the frame is set, we stringify the array from the frame data and send it over. What we want to do is, I want to do this. Right? Because then what's going to happen is if I go over to this, you're going to see what's going to come in the context. So we'll save this. Okay. Oh, we're way farther than I thought. We're way farther. Oh, yeah. By the way, the father of SWA CLI. I feel like I need to have like some intro music for him. And now, for the father of the SWA CLI, Watson, who lives in a beautiful country with amazing food. Thank you for being here. You're the best. That was his intro. Just for him. Yes, of course. Why wouldn't I use such a glorious tool? Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to look at the request context in the debug console to see how the data is coming in to create a tensor. And then what I can do is I can use this inference HTTP to just literally just debug that part because we want to simplify things. Okay. Cool. Where is my... Oh, shoot. I have so many things open. I don't want this. Close this. Bye-bye. You. We'll keep you for now. You. We don't need you anymore. Bye. You. Here we go. We'll put you all together because we need you together. Okay. So now I'll hit submit. And what should happen if I did it right is it should stop here. He's not stopping. So let me refresh this just in case. Refresh. Console, there's going to be an error there. Yeah, I knew this. This is a, for sure. I knew that would, I don't want this. This I knew we would get because it's over constrained the camera. Okay. Bad gateway. Oh, what did I do wrong? Oh, the only one that can help me right now is Wasim. Why isn't it doing this? Error aborted. Bad gateway. Is it because terminal? Oh, no. Oh, it stopped. That's why it's not working. So let's do this. Let's go back to the... So it looks like I figured it out myself. Je suis désolé. Mais c'est la première fois que je fais quelque chose comme ça. La première fois. Et je ne sais rien du tout. All right. That was me speaking French, if you were wondering. Le français. Okay, so now that's why I'm getting bad gateway. Okay, cool. So we should get it to stop here. I'm going to look at the request coming in, and we should have... Perfect. Perfect. Perfecto. Perfecto. We'll submit again. We should get a little freeze over here. Nice. Let's look at the debug console. What's going on? Please let me do something. There's the request. Why is everything so frozen all of a sudden? Everything's dying. Wow. Really? Is that how much you need to do all this stuff? Okay. So let's look at the request here. It's open. Let's look at the body of the request. There it is. Raw body. Nice. So if I say something like request dot body, nice. Request dot body dot image. It's a fat array. Yes. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say const image equals request dot body dot question mark dot image. Request dot body dot image. It doesn't like this. Are we okay with this? So if I F10 this image should literally have... Oh, I think it's not seeing the thing that I just saved. Dang it. I'll do it again. Okay. So I'll do it again. Otra vez. Submit. F10. Why don't I see image? I think I need to restart this part. Lo siento. Cool. Okay. And then I wonder if the tensor has reshaping abilities. Oh, geez. I need to restart it. Sorry. The other thing I can do is I can go to this inference thing and make the image work. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That way I don't have to like, yeah. That way I literally send exactly. I like this. No code, low code means minimizing coding lines. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. It should start. What I'll do is I'll capture a picture of me doing something other than just standing here. I'll do like a paper or something. Paper. Okay. And let's take a look at the request context here. Oh, jeez, I gotta wait. Why? ¿Por qué no quiero? No code, low code equals no product. Gray Wolf, Mexican Gray. You know, I'm part Mexican myself. It's fantastic. Why is everything just all of a sudden stopped? Oh, wake up. Okay. Okay. So the raw body is this. So let me copy this. And let me do this. A raw body. Beep. That way now, all I have to do is start the all I have to do is start the I don't have to have the front end running or anything. And that was me doing paper, if I remember. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Le papier. Papier. Yeah. So we don't need any of this other stuff running. Let's just stop it all. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Goodbye. Goodbye. We don't need you right now. Goodbye. You can stop. Bye. Okay. So now what's cool is because I know this is what I'm sending back, now I can just work on, the API call stuff like that, and this could return the right thing, however we want to do it. No code, low code, no product. Oh! Ooh! And Grey Wolf also has Grey Wolf. It's fantastic. You're fantastic. Thank you for showing up. Okay, so now what we can do is I can just run this now just by itself. Split this right. That way we're not having like things freeze up on us, because yikes. If you know what I mean. Yikes. Okay. Cool. Things are happening here. I can just put this over here to the side, and then we can start to work on our code. Our code. Nice. F10, F10, F10. The image says it's undefined. I wonder if I can rewind. No, I can't rewind. Okay. So thank you for that. Let's send it one more time. Still undefined. That's weird. Let's restart it. I wonder if I can put this below. There you go. We don't need that much space here. Okay. Looks like you stopped. Let's run you again. We're making it happen, friends. We're going to do this. If not today, then for sure another day. Why is it doing two? Why is it doing it this way? Oh, dokily. Let's send the request. We want to stop it like right here. Right here. F5. Why is it still undefined? I probably have to read it. JSON.parse request.body. Yeah, but it shouldn't have to do that. Why does it? Let's try it. Request.body, JSON.parse, and then we'll say this. We'll say this. This should trip a reload. Wait, let's try it again. And then let's run it again. Oh, I should probably put a breakpoint. Still undefined? What? That's weird. I don't know why it's not doing that. Let me stop it and restart it. Because this is how we were sending it, I think. But if we're not, I mean, there's a couple, it's just a little bit of cleanup we need to do. Okay. Position 504. Oh, this looks good to me. I don't know why this doesn't reload. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop this because I don't know why. So what I need to do is I need to move this down. This I only need. This I don't need. Ah! I only have 9 minutes left. So I'm having a hard time figuring out why this we'll put over here. $504. What's going on with this array? It looks good to me. It says 504, but I'm not seeing any problem. Oh, there it is. Okay. I might have to run it again with the full SWA stuff going there because I think I might have the wrong thing. Okay, cd dot show web yarn dev, and then we wanted to attach this, and then we're going to do the swaness. And let's see what we're sending back, because I think I copied it wrong and I found the issue there. So let's go back. Local host 4280. Obviously overextended on the Shift Control I here. Paper. Let's do a little breakpoint here. No, not there. Let's do a breakpoint here. And let's do it again, because I want to make sure I send exactly the right. We'll do underneath here with the microphone. Okay. So this gets it a little differently. This is the raw body. Let's see if it does it exactly the same way. If I let's take this off. Let's see if it does it exactly the same way if I do this way. No, it doesn't. That's the problem. Do you see that? Notice that it does something here. Wow. Poop on a stick. Versus this. The raw body looks the same, but it doesn't. I wonder. Let's look at the headers. Let's look at the headers. Maybe the headers are wrong. I gotta start putting my walk-off music on here. Can you believe that? Yes, I don't know why it's different. raw body. Yeah. And then this body is different, right? I guess we'll just have to debug it that way. But as always, what I'll do is I'll check this code in. Everyone take a look. But we are done for today. That was a fun couple of hours. Woo! Thank you so much for being with us. We're going to get this. We are nearly done with the posting back. And once we get that to work using the Onyx runtime with Node.js, no less, we'll be able to start actually getting the thing to work. I'm pretty excited. We're close to that. I just want to thank everybody for coming. Thank you so much for the producers behind the scenes, Peggy and Vanessa, who always help. They're fantastic. Also, thank you last week to Cassie, who was just amazing at the show. We should have her on more often. Maybe we should do a second half segment with Cassie. She can teach me cool stuff. But like I said, this is a fun project. Hopefully when we're done, you'll have something you can build off of. We're using a bunch of languages. So far, we've been using Python, and we've also been using Node a lot. It's a privilege and a pleasure to be with all of you. Next week, more Roshambo project. We're going to be doing a lot of that. But again, thank you so much for being with us, and hopefully we'll see you next time. My name is Seth Juarez, and we've been talking all about AI.